Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker. No, we're not at Chicago Stadium waiting for the Bulls to be introduced. We're at McNichols Arena, taking maybe a cue from the way the Bulls do the lineups. They're doing the same type of thing here at McNichols. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. So we begin with the visiting Chicago Bulls. Scottie Pippen has played very well on this road trip, Johnny Redker. He'll start up front.
He's got 26 and 25 in the 2 games, playing well.
Also in that starting lineup on the front line, Horace Grant, who is coming on at his 5th year in the league, and he has been a highly effective power forward, really developing into one of the top power forwards in the game.
12 out of 13 free throws last night. Played very, very well.
In the center position, Will Perdue gets the call. Had an extended tour last night. 21 minutes in that ball game. Had 5 rebounds, including 4 off the defensive board with 4 points.
He'll have to be ready tonight because he'll be with Mutombo, the top rookie.
In the backcourt, John Paxson gets the call for the Bulls.
John Paxson should score well. They've got some guards that are not real quick, and John will keep the floor spread.
And, of course, Michael Jordan gets the call in backcourt to lead the way for the Bulls, and he has been spectacular in that overtime period last night. He scored 10 of his 31 points in overtime and basically took over the game.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't think he'd get 30 in that game. He got 31.
Denver Nuggets starting lineup begins with Greg Anderson up front, Cadillac on the front line.
Greg Cadillac Anderson. Remember him from his Milwaukee days against the Bulls.
And also up front, Reggie Williams out of Georgetown runs the floor exceptionally well. Had 11 points, but only 5 of 14 from the field last night at Utah.
One of their best long-distance shooters, Wayne.
In the middle, the rookie we talked about, Dikembe Mutombo. 28 points, 8 of 17 from the field, 12 of 17 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds, 7 on the offensive board last night at Utah.
Those are all-star numbers.
They certainly are, no question about that, and the Nuggets are following his lead. Winston Garland gets the start in the backcourt at the point guard position. He's only had 5 assists, though, in his last 2 games.
They thought he'd back up Chris Jackson, but guess what? He's starting.
And the other guard is a rookie, Mark Macon. He's out of Temple. Has a good shot, Johnny. Can give them an outside shot, but he's struggling from the field, as a lot of rookies will in this league their first time around. He's an excellent defensive player by reputation at Temple, but of course, as we talked earlier, his challenge tonight is the best offensive player in the game.
See what kind of poise he has here at home.
Paul Westhead is the head coach. There he is in the shadows of the Denver Nuggets in his 2nd season, as John pointed out in our open. They ran last year, and they are following the lead of their big man this year and setting up in the half court more often than not. The lineups continue here in Denver. They introduce all of the players, and they've just finished up introducing the Denver Nuggets to a sellout crowd here at McNichols Sports Arena, just across the parking lot from Mile High Stadium. Take a look at what Denver does home and away. What a difference.
0 for 4 this year. They haven't won a game, but in this building, they're not bad, and they've had a pretty tough opening couple games here, but they've done a good job at home.
Nuggets have lost 3 in a row, their longest losing streak thus far this season. And the officials for tonight's game, Bernie Fryer, Steve Jaffee, and Joe DeRosa. That's Steve Jaffee right there.
Bulls come in with a nice win streak.
8 in a row for the Chicago Bulls.
They've won 4 in a row on the road, and we brought you the first road game on WGN from Milwaukee, and Ricky Pierce beat him up there. Ricky knocked in that jump shot with about a second to play for their lone loss on the road.
Michael Jordan. Jay Humphreys.
Ricky Pierce was killing us last night.
Jay Humphreys hit there. Michael Jordan with a little powder for us. Cover the soda, yeah.
Forgot about that.
Rosin does something to diet drinks.
Why doesn't he just do that to Mark Macon? You know, stuffs him up.
Denver Nuggets have won 8 of their last 10 against Chicago in Denver. But last year, the Bulls swept the series from the Nuggets, winning both times. And the opening tip controlled by the Denver Nuggets. Reggie Williams. Cadillac Anderson from the baseline. Mutombo the rebound. Goes up over Horace Grant, an air ball. Perdue grabs the board. Bulls on their first offensive possession. Paxson out front. There's Horace Grant. Jordan releases. Mutombo the rebound. Winston Garland has taken over the point spot. Here's Mark Macon. He has struggled from the field in his rookie season thus far. Reggie Williams a little lost in the half-court game. Garland off balance and off the mark. Scottie Pippen. Nuggets get back in quick order. And the Bulls set it up on the half-court. We're just underway in this first period. Paxson.
Boom, net. John Paxson opens the scoring.
Had 6 points on 3 of 5 from the field. 2 assists, 2 steals at Seattle last night. This another of the back-to-back games for the Bulls. Winston Garland. Cadillac Anderson bumping with Horace Grant. Anderson lost it out of play. No foul.
Cadillac Anderson is not really a good offensive player, but he's a good horse down low. And that time he tried to make the move underneath and lost the ball.
So Paxson sets it up for the Bulls. Almost 2 minutes gone by. Minute and a half gone by in this first period of play. Bulls on top 2-0. Paxson again frees up. Wide open. Mutombo fights with Williams, and Dikembe ran out of real estate at the baseline.
Both Pax could have it all night if they can't get through that screen. You get Johnny Paxson open that many times, you're going to put some big points on the board.
Paul Westhead at his second season at 4-16.
Watch Michael right underneath the dummy. Will they get him? Nope.
Horace Grant squares up. Will Perdue bats it away, but here comes Reggie Williams. Williams on the feed to Anderson. Greg Anderson connects for the first 2 points of the night for the Denver Nuggets. Utah Jazz throttled this ball club last night, outscoring 29-19 in the second period. Horace Grant puts it down with authority. McDonald's donates $50 to charitables. Would any Bulls players slam dunks during tonight's game? Nuggets trailing in the early going. This is Mark Macon. Mutombo going to post up on Will Perdue, and they clear it out for him. Horace Grant couldn't handle it, and it'll belong to Chicago anyway.
Horace Grant with that slam, he's shooting 63%, second in the league in field goal percentage.
Well, you shoot enough of those, you could lead the league before it's over. Horace out front. Anderson watching him too closely from there. Scottie Pippen goes to Grant. Good matchup, Anderson and Grant, physical players.
Not much time left, Scotty.
3 to go on the shot clock. Pippen gets it away with 1 second remaining. Anderson rebounds. Here comes Winston Garland. Right there for Reggie Williams.
Those are getting any kind of shot they want, though, really.
Paxson sets it up. We're tied at 4 apiece. Jordan squares for 2 more. Oh, man. Michael Jordan having an excellent road trip. 35 and 31 points in the 2 games on the road trip.
And Scotty 26 and 25, so they've done their job.
Reggie Williams on the drive. Wild shot. Michael, good position to the rebound of the crowd. Jordan's got a 3-on-1 to Pippen. Back to Pax for the outside shot. You get a break like that, you don't expect a 15, 17-footer, but that's what they got out of it.
Scotty lost the handle. He would have slammed it too. There's a 20-second timeout called by Paul Westhead to talk things over.
And the Bulls have doubled the Denver output in the early going. Paul Westhead and company trailing 5-4 with 8:16 left to go in the quarter.
You know, this team, we talked about being a good home team. They're 0-24 on the road. And Sacramento's 0-43, so 0-67. I don't know if they ever played on a neutral site, Wayne, if you and I would want to pay to go see that game.
I don't think we would. On December 4th, when the Bulls meet up with the Cleveland Cavaliers, it's Gatorade Mini Basketball Night. The first 5,000 kids 14 years old and younger will receive a Bulls Mini Basketball compliments of Gatorade. Take a look at a little freelance on the fast break for the Bulls here. Scotty got that ball just a little bit behind him off the back hip, as we would say. Pax in rhythm.
You know, that was a college 3 that Pax hit.
Yeah, it was.
Both lines out there on the floor.
Watch it. That white line doesn't count in this game tonight. Anderson out front. There's Garland on the wing. Denver reassumes control offensively. Dikembe Mutombo. They double with Paxson. Macon picked up by Jordan. Macon from the outside. Time was winding down to that shot clock. Horace to Pax to Michael. Paxson again squares up from the outside. Grant had the rebound, batted it over. It's picked off by Macon. Reggie Williams, Winston Garland. Anderson trying to penetrate. I don't know who he was feeding, but Horace Grant was there to pick it off. Pippen to Paxson, give and go, and Pippen off the glass.
Beautiful work, didn't touch the floor once it got past half court. It looks like Mutombo's game is not really a post-up half-court game, you know?
It's interesting you would say that because Denver has slowed down their attack to accommodate him. And here we go into the hole again. Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, that showed he did a pretty good job, but the Bulls will be coming at him like a shark going for fresh blood.
Pippen driving baseline on Reggie Williams and got a foul coming up on Reggie Williams. It's the first foul of the ball game. Bulls leading it by 4 here. This is Michael Jordan off the screen by Perdue. 4 for Michael. A little pressure in the backcourt by Horace Grant. Garland, nice feed, Williams. Reggie with 4. Pax going to Horace. Back to the basket on Cadillac Anderson. Gotta love that nickname. Grant with the turnaround.
Cadillac, he got that really because he rode a bike around around the grounds.
Yeah. Garland sets it up. Macon. That's the shot he's got to hit, John. That's what they're looking for from Macon. Anderson tied up by Perdue. And a timeout taken by the Denver Nuggets. We've got 6:15 left to go in the first, and the young Nuggets trail the Bulls in the early going.
When it comes to reading, is your kid like mine?
Reading's hard. Lamb chop, besides, I got better things to do.
Oh, how do you convince kids that they need to read to succeed?
You asking me?
No, telling them. To get a list of books in English and Spanish that your kids will love, send a stamped, self-addressed envelope to Read to Achieve, Parents' Choice, Box 185, Newton, Massachusetts, 02168. Does that sound good to you?
Read my lips. Oh, yes.
Last year, Chevrolet introduced the Caprice, and it was a big hit with some people.
But you know what I like best? These extra-large fenders, huh?
Yeah, that's real nice.
This year, Ford introduces the 1992 Crown Victoria, and it's a big hit with the critics. USA Today said the engine is fabulous, and according to Car and Driver, the Crown Vic trounces the Caprice in styling.
You sure you don't want to ride?
No, you go on ahead.
The 1992 Ford Crown Victoria, it's much more than just everyday transportation.
On December 6th, when the Bulls take on the Charlotte Hornets, it's Skill Power Tools Night. Every fan entering the stadium will receive an NBA Champions lithograph, compliments of Skill Power Tools. Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Kerr, 6:15 to go in the first, and the Bulls play on the lead. Cadillac Anderson, Will Perdue on the jump ball. In the Denver end, here's Phil Jackson on the Bulls bench. Bulls control the tip. Playing very well on this road trip, and of course we'll talk a little bit later about the marquee matchup coming up a week from yesterday, and that'll be next Friday in Portland. The Bulls take on the Blazers in what many feel to be a preview of the NBA Championship Series, but that's getting way ahead of ourselves. 5 to go on the shot clock. Pippen manufactures 2 points.
Bulls 6 out of 8 now. Last 6 out of 8.
Garland sets it up for the Denver Nuggets, who have shot poorly from the field thus far this season, but they've done a good job on the boards. Garland from the outside. He connects. Had 17 points last night on 7 of 13 shooting from the field. Jordan into Stacey King in the ball game, along with Will Perdue. Some size up front now for Chicago. Big size. Jordan gets the step to the lane. Nice move around Reggie Williams. Garland the rebound. The lead, Reggie Williams. Mutombo just did get across the line to receive that. Macon from the outside and Pippen there. Boy, Mark is really struggling with his shot. Paxson. Jordan trying to feel his way against the rookie. Perdue's pass geared for King, not back to Perdue, and Will on a freelance move. Anderson rebounds to Garland on the move. Pippen the rebound. 4:40 to go in the first. Pax to Stacey King and going left with the hook. Left it short. Anderson the rebound.
Both teams drawing blanks there.
Garland. Three-point try, Reggie Williams. Will Perdue the rebound.
Sometimes like it is at the Y at lunch.
Pax
There
to
it is.
Pip, score it, and a foul.
Both teams going down missing, the team going the other way and missing. That's the way.
Reggie Williams reaching in for his second personal second on the team, and Pippen will go to the line.
Comes Horace Grant back in for Will Perdue.
Once the action is scouting out the step there and got a slap on the play from Reggie Williams.
You know, you and I talked at lunch about how quick Phil might come with lineup changes because of that long minutes, the overtime, getting in here at 3 o'clock, getting to bed about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Now here he goes. He's got Bobby Hansen in the game. He had Horace out, King in. Now Armstrong is in. Michael's sitting down. So he's going to try to do that. This Mile High Stadium takes effect on a lot of people up here.
I was talking to Jim Clemens about that, the Bulls assistant coach who does a lot of the scouting, and he suggested to Phil that he do that because there is an altitude effect that comes into play the first 5-10 minutes of the game. You feel your lungs. Bulls pressing in the backcourt. The altitude has something to do with it. There's no question about that. And I know football teams prepare differently for a game up here. Macon manufactures off the glass. Nicely done with a kiss. B.J. Armstrong. There's Scottie Pippen out high. Bobby Hansen. B.J. in the corner. Garland all over him. B.J. feeds Stacey King and apparently dribbled on the sideline.
He did. He stepped out. They forced him way in the corner.
See if we get an angle on it here.
B.J. way in the corner. He put the ball down, and where did he put it?
Oh, he just
There it
stepped
is.
out.
He
Yeah.
stepped out.
Bulls leading by 7. The big guy, Mutombo.
Well, he makes that move so slow to the middle. There we go. Steal by Rick Williams, and he went over and back.
Reggie Williams turned it right back over to the Chicago Bulls. 3:22 left to go in the first. Bulls on top by 5. Scottie Pippen sets it up. They go to the triangle. Stacey King now posting up on Mutombo. The cutter is Grant at the foul line.
Horace not hurting.
Horace
that
has
field
6.
goal. Not hurting that field goal percentage. 3 for 3.
Maybe leading the league by
Yeah.
technically by now. Good field goal percentage. Winston Garland backing in on B.J. Armstrong. 10 to go on the shot clock. Mutombo with 5 to go. Works that hook move. No, but he was fouled. Foul coming up on the Bulls on Stacey King. His first and the first on the team, and we've got a break of the action. Timeout Bulls. 2:46 left to go. We're first period of play, and the Bulls on top by 7.
I think it's hard winning a war with words, gentlemen. All we've got is cotton and slaves and arrogance. The cause of living in the past is dying right in front of us.
The war that tore apart America comes to life in the greatest movie ever made.
Good heaven, Warren, this is war, not a garden party.
Gone with the Wind. Monday night at 7 on Channel 9.
you just got a cash advance, did you? Too bad you used an ordinary credit card. Because you could be carrying some very heavy interest charges. Why not carry the Discover card? Just pay your full monthly balance and a small transaction fee, and we'll forget the interest. Which means our money comes with no strings attached. It pays to Discover.
On December 10th, when the Bulls take on the Seattle Supersonics, it's Wheaties Keychain Night. The first 10,000 fans will receive a championship box keychain, compliments of Wheaties. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr. We're in Denver, Colorado. The Bulls leading by 7 and 2:46 left to go in the first as the Nuggets break camp around Paul Westhead. Young rebuilding team. They've got some building blocks or a foundation to build on. Reggie Williams, Winston Garland right there with Coach Paul Westhead. But you look at Mutombo, Jackson in the ball game now, only a second-year pro, Chris Jackson.
Walter Davis, who they re-signed, they traded and then got him back when Portland put him on waivers.
There's a look at Chris Jackson, second-year guard. He's been very good coming off the bench. And matter of fact, Jackson and Davis combined off the bench are shooting 53% with 96 points, averaging 24 points between them per game coming off the bench in the last 4 games. Mutombo makes good on his first. Dikembe with 5 in the early going of this ball game.
See if they pick up and press. See what they do with this reserve team. And
Bulls set it up. Very little pressure in the backcourt, if any. Pippen looking over Macon, and I do mean looking over. Gets a screen from King. Quick release, short. Rebound hit the baseline. It'll belong to the Nuggets.
Phil looking for a foul, saying, hey, they hit Scotty's arm. That's why he missed it so badly.
Here comes Jackson, picked up by Armstrong. But BJ this season picking up everybody no later than the midcourt stripe. Mutombo with that turnaround hook always goes to the right side with it. Rebound deflected out of bounds by a combination of Scottie Pippen and Stacey King.
This air up here must affect your words because I can't hear this crowd. They must be saying things, and by the time it gets to my ears, there's nothing.
Altitude, Coach, that's what it's all about. Take a look at the shooting, though. The Bulls done a good job from the field thus far. Davis, and this is what he's to provide. Offense. Cadillac Anderson. Stacey King the board. Nuggets had a couple of shots at it right there. 2 minutes left to go in the period. Here's BJ. Lost the dribble there. Chris Jackson picks him up. Jackson only played 7 minutes last night against the Utah Jazz. King wide open. Stacey gets it back. This should be easy. First 2 points of the game for Stacey, who had his career high, wasn't it? 18 points last night? Boy, he's played well this season, Red. He really has off the bench.
He's lost some weight. He really has worked hard. It's paid off for him.
Chris Jackson on the fade. Horace Grant the rebound. Here comes Scottie Pippen. Nuggets get back in a hurry. Pippen takes it himself, draws the foul, and doesn't get the shot. Foul is coming up on Macon. His first, and that's 3 team fouls now on the Nuggets. And coming into the game for the first time is Anthony Cook, activated off the injured list, has been out with a shoulder injury. They'll allow that substitution apparently after this free throw by Scottie Pippen. Cliff Livingston getting ready to report on for the Bulls. Cook and Williams returns for the Nuggets. And there's Cliff Livingston. Good news into the ball game for the first time tonight, getting Horace Grant.
Anthony King, who was just activated today, they released Jerome Lane. So he gets his first workout here.
Scotty at the line, completes his second. Bulls on top, leading it by 8. Cook out high. Reggie Williams looking for Jackson. 10 to go on the shot clock. To Mutombo. Dikembe with the hook.
Got that nice jump hook.
Tell you what, it may be his only shot, but it's a good one, isn't it?
That is a great one when you're 7'2",
Yeah.
a jump hook.
You shoot down at the basket, don't you? Pippen had to adjust that shot. Here's Stacey. And he got it.
Right back in his face, yeah.
I think Mutombo got a piece of it, but King got the bounce through the net.
Well, he went over on Scott. He forced that shot to go high, and that released King to go get that offensive rebound, put it back.
Walter Davis, the old pro, nice speed Williams. Good rejection by Livingston. Excellent play defensively. BJ on the run. Off the glass for his first 2 points of the night.
So we talked about that bench coming in. They've got 6.
Bulls on top by 10.
Armstrong and King.
Jackson holding up. There's a differential of 4 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock that you see in the right-hand corner of your screen. Jackson for 2.
That was a long range, too. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Bulls coming down on it. 5 seconds to go. BJ squares. Rebound Mutombo to Williams as time expires in this first period of play. Well, a solid first quarter for the Chicago Bulls. They lead Paul Westhead and the Denver Nuggets by 8.
There are many ways to be a winner. I'm Jean Griswold. For me, winning means managing my own multi-state home care company, promoting independence for the aged, infirm, and disabled persons. When a woman in my community suffered a neglect-related death, it moved many to sorrow. It moved me to action. I learned coping with chronic illness can destroy lives and families if there is no one to help. Each week, some 200 young adults learn they have multiple sclerosis, a chronic disease which can short-circuit the central nervous system. As yet, there is no cure, no way to prevent it or even predict what course the disease will take. I know because I'm one of the people who has MS. There is hope, however, through research and services funded by the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. For more information, call your local MS chapter or 1-800-624-8236.
Whatever your problem, however you feel, wherever you are. We're there for you. The Boys Town National Hotline, 1-800-448-3000. There's no charge, and you can call anytime. The Boys Town National Hotline, 1-800-448-3000.
Underway, second period. Chicago leading by 8. Wayne Larrabee and Johnny Red Kerr at McNichols Arena in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Scottie Pippen out front. Bulls have gone to the bench liberally in the early going of this ball game. Hansen to Pippen. Lets it go from 20. Livingston the rebound. Good news keeps it alive, and the Bulls get a fresh shot clock. Stacey King posting up on Cadillac Anderson.
Good move, Stacey.
6 for Stacey King off the bench. Chris Jackson bothered by B.J. Armstrong.
Stacey is just making his move. He's not thinking about what he wants. He's just, boom, doing what's there for him.
Taking what they give him.
Yep.
Right now they're giving him that move. Walter Davis, Bobby Hansen, 2 old pros. Davis gets the better of him this time. Walter's first field goal. Pippen wants to go to Livingston. Hansen out front. Give and go with King. Hansen goes to the baseline. Pippen to BJ.
Caught it on his hook.
Got it caught on his hip and couldn't get it off. Take a look at the first period numbers. Bulls came out, shot pretty well, took care of the basketball, and out-rebounded the Nuggets by 3. Nuggets shooting woes continue.
4 of those rebounds coming from Stacey King, too, so he's playing really well.
Jackson could move around BJ, but couldn't complete it. Cadillac Anderson is fouled.
Now you're in for an experience. This is where you want this guy.
Foul is on Cliff Levingston, his first, and the first on the team in the second period.
He's averaging double figures in rebounds, so that's pretty good when you got Mutombo up there as one of the leaders, but it's usually an experience from the free throw line for Cadillac.
We get a lot of clang to those shots, doesn't he? Michael Jordan back into the lineup for the Bulls.
You hate to get the reputation of leading your team in broken backboards shooting free throws.
Yeah, Cadillac at a robust
All right, he splits
54%.
I goodness, shouldn't holler because when Will Perdue gets up there, he's the lowest in the league at this stage.
Will has been struggling from the free throw line. What is he, 7 of 16, something like that. A ball tipped away by Anderson, I believe. Michael recovers. Stacey posting up on Anderson. Stacey turned right this time, slapped away. Hansen recovers, had to adjust the shot. Cook had a shot of the rebound, and it's cleared by Anderson. Here's Jackson. Reggie Williams runs the floor well. Jordan swats it away from behind. It'll belong to the Denver Nuggets.
In they went from the right side. Chris Jackson flipping it over to Williams. Williams takes it in hard. Michael comes to the blind side to back, knocks it out of bounds, and
got all ball on that shot. Anderson inside off the inbounds, blows the layup.
Mutombo back in for them.
King retrieves. Here's BJ. Stacey King to Hansen off the screen. Hansen follows the shot. Livingston can't handle the pass.
Williams
Recovers and a Williams.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on. They're going to go against Livingston apparently on the foul. Cliff takes up his second on the team in this second period.
For that first quick moment, it looked like Cliff was being blocked out.
I agree. Boy, I tell you.
Scott Williams in for the first time this year, getting a taste of the action.
All Cliff was doing was going for the ball, got called for the foul. Macon sets it up for the Nuggets. Denver trailing by 7. Largest Chicago lead was 10 points in the first period of play. Macon inside of the big guy, makes the move to the bucket, and a foul coming up.
Scott Williams came in and played him over on his right hand to go to the middle, and as soon as Mutombo knew that, it's open down a baseline. He rolled, went up, was going to slam the ball, and Williams committed the foul.
That's his other shot.
Yeah.
This one right here.
He just knew where he had his man. Nice move. Take that step, go inside.
All those big guys have that shot in their repertoire. It's something that happens naturally. That slam if they get close enough.
Pretty good free throw shooter, too.
He
That'll
really
put points on for you. John Paxson back in the game.
Mutombo up over 75% from the free throw line. 10 points now in the game.
Bulls better get interested in this game pretty soon. They're really not 100% into it. Still a little bit ho-hum.
Oh, good feed to the baseline and Jordan from Livingston. Michael didn't have a shot down low and sets it up. 10 to go on the shot clock. Jordan from deep.
Now there's the hole. See if he gets a little hum on the other end there.
Michael with 6 points. Chris Jackson sets it up. Part of the young foundation being laid here in Denver. Jackson on the drive to the hole. Williams had the rebound for a moment. Jackson retrieves. Reggie Williams on the move. Hansen corrals it. Bulls on the run. Got a 3-on-3. Jordan over Mutombo. Chris Jackson the rebound. Here's the lead. Mutombo.
He sprinted out after he put a hand up on Jordan's shot, and he just knew it was a matter of time. If they could find him, he had 2, and he did.
Boy, he runs the floor so well for a 7'2" man. He's a great athlete. That gets the crowd into it for a moment here. Livingston finds the rim to his liking.
You know, the crowd really doesn't want to get into it, but the Bulls are going to let him get into it.
Bulls by 7. Nuggets have been as close as 5 since trailing by 10 about midway through the first period. Jackson from the outside. Chris Jackson with 2 from the field has 4. Cliff Levingston Tied up momentarily by Cadillac Anderson. Macon took a
down.
swat at it. Williams to Macon. Williams on the slam.
Cliff put that ball down right around all those little guys. You don't want to do that.
Nuggets back to within 3. Scott Williams off the mark, but Hansen there, no. Mutombo the rebound. Reggie Williams behind his back, left it short on the reverse, and a loose ball foul coming up. A loose ball foul being called on Scott Williams. That is his second, already the 4th on the Bulls, and the crowd is in it.
As they come down, Reggie takes the ball and throws it to Mutombo and lets him in for a stuff, and then Reggie Williams got a stuff on another one, so the crowd comes right back in. Horace Grant and Will Perdue in the game for Cliff Livingston and Scott Williams.
And the Bulls, their 10-point lead is sliced down to 3 now. And Joe Wolf into the lineup for the Denver Nuggets. Denver resumes offensively. Garland watched by Paxson. Mutombo setting up on Perdue with the turnaround, score it, and a foul.
Well, I was wondering if he could play in a half-court game. He sure can. He took the ball in that time to the middle. He sets up on either side. You've got to have a lot of respect for this guy.
Will Perdue picks up the personal. Watch it again.
Takes the ball in.
There's that little fadeaway.
Yeah, Will gives him a little bump. Now let's see if the Bulls do it now or adjust at halftime, where when Mutombo gets the ball, they just go right to him.
15 for Dikembe, and he has led the comeback. The Nuggets have caught the Bulls with 7 minutes to go in the period. Second quarter at McNichols Arena. Hansen against Mutombo on the drive and drew a foul. The foul on Dikembe is his first, only the first on the team. Got a timeout called. Phil Jackson's club has blown a 10-point lead and allowed the upstart Nuggets to catch him at 34 in this first half of play.
You can do it with True Value.
It's time to save on Master Mechanic stocking stuffers, like this electric hot glue gun for just $9.99, and their 25-foot power tape rule for just $9.88. Then get this Master Mechanic 17-piece socket set for only $9.44, and their 13-piece drill bit set for just $6.99 at your local True Value, the neighborhood hardware store with national chain store buying power.
In the world of business, Chicago sets its own pace, non-stop.
No bid 50.
And to be successful here, you've got to be able to keep up.
I'll catch the first flight out.
Fortunately, there's a Chicago airline that also moves at a non-stop pace.
Could you book me on the 4:30?
With nearly 900 non-stops in and out of O'Hare every business day.
Have a nice flight. Thank you.
To more destinations worldwide than any other airline. Flights to 200 U.S. cities.
Boarding American flight.
The most non-stops to the most cities in Europe. And service from the best people in the business. The airline is American Airlines.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Thank you.
And to keep up with the pace of business in Chicago, you need the airline that means business in Chicago. American Airlines. We mean business in Chicago.
Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Red Kerr, take a look at the action as the big guy sets up on Will Perdue.
Well, it's 31-34. You need 3 points. What do? You go to your #1 draft choice. He takes it in the middle, gets bumped. The ball flows through the net. He adds the point. You got a tie, 34 all. Then on this end, Bobby Hansen drove on Dikembe, drew the foul, and he'll shoot 2 free throws trying to break this tie. Trying to see if any of the Bulls are out there have broken a sweat. What do you think?
Bob Hansen, 14 minutes last night in Seattle. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Misses on his first from the line here. Averaging 5 points in 16.9 minutes per ball game for the Bulls thus far. Great addition from Sacramento. Bulls with the pressure in the backcourt. Garland plays it ahead to Mutombo. Feed for Macon on the reverse. Nicely done.
Wolf didn't get back off a free throw.
Bolt.
Was good. Joe Wolf. He lives in Kohler, Wisconsin. You been to Kohler, Wayne?
Colder, Wisconsin.
No, Kohler. Oh, Will. Oh, the wind was right in his face. He almost missed the floor.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been gusting in here.
We talked about an experience at Cadillac, and I said, wait till Will gets. I didn't mean to put that on him.
Will is really struggling at the line, to say the least. Purdue just 6 of 17 from the free throw line thus far in the early going of this season. Garland sets it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Garland pulls up, but the jumper won't go, and a foul coming up on Horace Grant. Yep.
Horace trying to fight through the screen on Joe Wolf.
Bulls are over the foul limit. See if you can pick it up there, right side of your screen.
Pushing and shoving a little bit, and then Horace grabs a little push and shove, and foul is called.
Joe Wolf at Utah, no points but 6 rebounds, 2 on the offensive boards last night. There you get a look at his arithmetic. Not a bad free throw shooter for a big man. Makes good on a pair, and the Nuggets recapture the lead as we seesaw in this first half, second period. Coming up on 6 minutes left to go, second quarter. Johnny Pax. Scottie Pippen gets a screen from Paxson. Makes the double pump. Rebound picked off for a moment by Wolf. Will Perdue picks up and off the glass. No. Wolf the carom. Winston Garland. The feed to Mutombo, denied by Will Perdue, running the floor well.
Will hustling down the floor, knocked that shot out of bounds. 5:42 to go. Davis comes in for Reggie Williams.
Nuggets on the inbound underneath their own basket. Davis picked up by Jordan. Walter backs in. The fadeaway's there. Good move by Walter Davis for his second from the field.
Michael up high.
Back door from Scotty to Michael, just off the mark. Michael finds Scotty. Great ball movement for a moment. Now it's up for grabs like a pinball. Mutombo to Macon. Macon has a strip by Paxson, recovers, and rebound back tap by Perdue to Jordan. Is this what they call sloppy, Johnny?
Yeah. They just don't have they're not keyed concentration. They're not keyed in.
Pippen out high with the turn. Mutombo controlled it to Wolf. Macon on the break. Against Georgia. Nice move.
That should be a travel. Absolutely a travel. They give him the hoop to foul on Jordan. His first. Macon came down. I thought he lost the ball.
Watch it again. Let's see if he does travel.
He came down. Now he picks it up. Yeah, I'm afraid he did. So now you can pivot if you want. He picked
it up, didn't he?
But he gets the hoop, and they love it here now. They're up by 5.
Macon missing on the free throw. Perdue the rebound. Nuggets at one time trailed by 10 in this first half. Jordan driving baseline. Yep, we got a foul away from the ball on Paxson. His first. Offensive foul on John Paxson. He debates the call.
Pax gave the ball off in a corner, and then he just went on through. As he ran on through, he might have given him a little push.
4.5 to go. First half of play. Nuggets on top. Take a look at this scoring run by Denver. Walter Davis left it short on the scoop. Jordan takes the back tap. Bulls on the run to Scottie Pippen. Tough pass to handle. Pippen gets it back, and he is tied up. Scottie Pippen and Winston Garland. Phil Jackson and His assistant coaches can't be too happy with the way things have gone since about midway through the first period.
Phil wants a timeout.
Bulls will take a break with 4:15 to go in the second. Jackson's Bulls trailing the Denver Nuggets by 5.
Colleen has waited 20 years for this bus. Now, thanks to the Americans with Disabilities Act, the wait is over.
Let us now review the pregame ritual for doubles.
Doubles.
Traditionally, before each game, we dine on the mascot of the opposing team.
Before an Atlanta game, we eat a hawk. Before Milwaukee, we eat a big buck.
I enjoy games with Charlotte. Hornet meat is surprisingly good and good for you.
Hey, what happens when we play the Celtics?
We're not allowed to discuss that.
Friday, December 13th, it's Miller Genuine Draft Mug Night. Be there.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's new? My new 92 Corolla.
And my 92 Tercel. My new Tercel is Toyota's lowest price sedan.
What's new? It's unbelievable. I got factory-to-dealer incentives on a dependable Corolla. Plus, all new option package savings. We got a great value.
And a great deal.
But I wouldn't wait too long.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
On December 13th, when the Bulls face the New York Knicks, it's Miller Genuine Draft Mug Night. The first 10,000 fans, 21 and older, will receive a Bulls mug, compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. Here's what's on tap at halftime. We'll have a news break, of course. Our NBA feature, Danny Ainge, the Blazer Bomber. And again, that's a matchup coming up later on in this road trip that the Bulls will have a week from last night. And the highlights and stats of the first half. Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Red Kerr coming up. Winston Garland and Scottie Pippen on the tip. Take a look at the shooting in this period. Bulls control the tap. Michael Jordan sets it up. Starting lineup intact with the exception of Stacey King in the lineup in place of Will Perdue right now. Everybody else started the game. Pippen gets the step on Williams. Mutombo on the rejection. Walter Davis sets it up for Denver. Winston Garland. I'll tell you what, that big guy going to make you think twice when you get the step to the lane. Davis can't handle it. Pippen does. To Michael Jordan. MJ in flight.
That's what they came for, didn't they? 22-10, they've outscored the Bulls, though, in this quarter. Big swing around. Bulls had an 8-point lead.
Garland on the drive is fouled by Paxson. Second on Johnny Pax.
Right out at the top of the key. Let's take a look at the poster play, first of all, and you better get out of his way. He's coming. Here he comes. Tongue full extension in your living room. Winston Garland, you know, his favorite teams are the White Sox and the Cubs. Now, that may sound strange, except this young man went to Roosevelt in Gary, Roosevelt High School, and whenever we play, he always says, "Hey, Red, do me a favor. Say hello to my folks." Well, when you get in a game, starting a game like this, get to the free throw line, we say hello to his folks.
All right. I bet he watches Channel 9 quite a bit.
He does.
Likes the White Sox and
the
Cubs.
That's right.
Yeah. It's a place to be. Scottie Pippen out high. Stacey goes to work, and the block by Mutombo again. King trying to get it back. Walter Davis does. Davis. Reggie Williams. Anderson, and Cadillac pokes it through. Oh, the Nuggets playing really well now and leading it by 7. Michael picked up by Walter Davis. Good ball movement to Pippen to the baseline. Around the screen by King. Pippen finds King. Stacey inside.
Whoa, that was blocked too, but he powered it in.
He was too close to have it blocked. Here's the lead from Garland to Reggie Williams. Boy, He does get down the floor in a hurry, doesn't he?
Well, he cheats. He leaves. He just takes off and goes, figuring Anderson and Mutombo can get the rebound.
And he's right. They can't.
That's right.
Garland on the weave. Has to feed it back outside. Horace Grant intercepts. Here comes Jordan in full flight.
10. There's 10s all around. That's his 10th point.
Notice no one else was in the picture there. You mentioned the defensive players don't want to be trailing when the poster is made.
You want to be on some kid's wall looking up at Michael jamming.
Crowd still reacting because the big scoreboard here showed the Michael jam. Davis to Mutombo, to Kembe with that jump hook over Stacy. Pippen rebounds. Bulls on a mini run. Nice feed, Horace Grant, but he dribbled it off his shoe and out of play.
Macon in for Davis. Walter Davis now.
Macon has played well. He has 6 points here tonight. Walter off the bench provided 4 in his tour of duty in this first half of play. Under 2 minutes to go in the first.
I thought we maybe see Michael just go in the post a little bit.
Bulls have turned it over a couple of more times in the Nuggets thus far. That's Mutombo with a hook, misses his second in a row, and here comes Michael. Oh, nice feed, King.
He ran the floor well.
10 for Stacy now.
Michael found him right down the middle.
Garland moves it across at a timeout. Denver Nuggets. Now they've seen a 7-point lead cut down to 1 with 1:23 to go, first half of play. Take a look at the Nugget huddle. Tell you what, they played well here in this first half after getting behind by 10 points in that first period of play.
But they really got turned on. The crowd turned them on when Mutombo got that fast break alley-oop play, powered it down, and then a shot was missed. Reggie Williams came in and slammed one down, and then another one was missed, and Greg Anderson did. So their fans are starting to get in a little bit, and of course Michael has got him still buzzing here. He's got 2 breakaway slam dunks, and that's what they like to see, their team win. Michael do his trick, and so far it's worked out. Now, Stacy King runs the floor well. He did it here. Michael coming down the right sideline. Stacy just busted in the middle, went in, put the ball right in the hole, and Stacy's in doubles again. He's been outstanding coming off the bench for the Bulls. He lost a lot of weight. They talked to him last year about trying to get in shape and coming in real good shape after his first year. He was outstanding. And last year slowed down a little bit, and now he's playing very, very well.
A lot of talk that the Bulls were looking to trade Stacy King. I don't think they would right now, Red. Again, it's hard to tell what Jerry Krause might have up his sleeve, but I think he's very pleased, and he expected King to come back and have a strong season. And, I think the speculation was more media than anything else, but at the same time, Stacy now is making a place for himself on this roster and in the rotation for Phil Jackson.
When this team opened up last year under Paul Westhead, their opening game, they lost to Golden State 162 to 158.
Yeah. That kind of set the tone for the season.
And Phoenix got 173 against them in a game. Things have changed a little bit here. They've tried to slow it down. Now they got that big man that can control the game. Pax with a steal? Nope.
It'll belong to Denver. Take a look at the shooting in the ball game thus far. Bulls have slipped below that break-even mark. Denver shooting poorly again here tonight, but leading by a point. Joe Wolf on the inbounds. Here's Chris Jackson, picked up by John Paxson. Jackson. Paxson reached in and picks up his 3rd personal foul. So it'll send Chris Jackson to the free throw line. You could be the lucky fan selected to participate in the AT&T 3-point shooting contest, which takes place at every Bulls home game. Chris Jackson at the line. I think coming off the bench, they feel he's a little bit more comfortable. They've taken some of the pressure off of him, and he's done a fine job off the bench, Chris Jackson. There's B.J. Armstrong coming back on, replacing John, who leaves with 3 personal fouls. 6 points for Jackson off the bench for Denver tonight.
They have not done really. Michael on the point.
Jordan takes Macon into the lane.
Michael on the point.
And making some points. Bulls trailing by 1. B.J. Armstrong, Chris Jackson, a feed to Mutombo. Had to save it to Chris Jackson. Wolf with 8 to go on the shot clock. Here's Macon over Jordan.
A good move there.
Tell you what, Mark Macon now with 6 points. We mentioned he coming in, he had been struggling from the field. He's played well here tonight. King posting up on Mutombo. Stacy going right, takes it left with that little slip hook. Stacy with 12.
He's really offsetting the big guy.
Stacy has 12, Mutombo has 15. You're right. Joe Wolf out high. Reggie Williams under a minute to go. Matter of fact, the final 15 seconds of this period. Pass through the hands of Macon, and it'll belong to Chicago. Crowd thought Stacy King touched it. 20-second timeout for Phil Jackson with 9.4 seconds remaining to be played in this first half.
Whenever I see 9-point anything up there, all I can think of is Michael Jordan against L.A. 92-90, taking the ball a full length of the court and hitting that jump shot over Vlade Divac to tie it and put it in the overtime, and the Bulls win Game 3, the biggest game in Bulls history to get the home court advantage back. And guess what? They never needed it.
Yeah,
they cleaned house out in L.A. So 9.4 here, the Bulls have a chance to recap, retouch the league. And Stacy King with a great move over Mutombo here, right in his face. Took the ball, faked, came around with the left hand, and right up in.
You know, you were recalling that 3-game sweep by the Bulls in L.A. last year. The previous year, the Detroit Pistons did the same thing to the Portland Trailblazers. Yep. Free throw situation quickly. Now the Bulls are ready to go with 9.4 seconds remaining. Michael Jordan.
They have a foul to take, and that's what they wanted to do.
Mark Macon with the bump, his second personal.
First in the last
2 minutes.
2 minutes, and that's just what they wanted to do, and Macon missed the first one, so they've got... Can they substitute on that? Phil took the timeout, and they put a man in.
Well, he's talking now with Steve Jaffe.
Phil called a 20-second timeout and did not make a substitution. Phil says, okay.
Apparently the clarification is there for Coach Jackson. They get it into the hands of Jordan again, who squares and hits.
Yes.
0.7 seconds left. Garland, the length of the floor. Michael Jordan winding down the clock gives Phil Jackson and the Chicago Bulls a 1-point lead at the break. Bulls outscored Denver 12-4 over the last 3:08 of the second quarter to recover from a 7-point deficit and take a 1-point lead at halftime. Johnny?
Well, we've had some fun in the first half. We've had some agony in the first half. Bulls still played good enough to take the lead. We had some pretty good highlights, I thought. Let's take a look at him. Scottie Pippen drove on in, brought Mutombo over. The ball went high off the basket. Stacy King got it, gave a little fake, went right up, put the ball in over Mutombo. Now here they come down the court. A pass to Williams. Williams looks, and there's the big guy floating down the lane. Big, nice #1 pick for this team. Mutombo with the slam. Michael Jordan, well, he had 2 posters dunks, but not this time. A little reverse underneath. Finger roll, deuce.
Take a look at the statistics here at halftime. And the Bulls shooting pretty well from the floor at 51%. Nuggets at their 41%. They've struggled from the field. Bulls hold a slight edge on the board. They also lead the dubious category of turnovers. Bench scoring, though, a big edge there. 17-12 for the Bulls over the Denver Nuggets. Leading scorers in the game, Jordan with 14 points and 3 rebounds. Scottie Pippen with 8 points, but Stacy King off the bench. Outstanding job, 6 of 9 from the field. 12 points and 5 rebounds. And for the Denver Nuggets, Dikembe Mutombo, 5 of 10 from the field, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Macon with 8 points, and Reggie Williams 6 points and 2 steals. An interesting first half of play. The Bulls coming off that long overtime game last night. Got a little bit of a slow start at times in that first period. Built up a 10-point lead, then let the Nuggets come back.
Well, Phil played a lot of people early in the game. We maneuvered around. I think we'll see it was straight up defense on Dikembe Mutombo, and I think you'll see them playing now. When he gets the ball, they may go after him a little bit tougher defensively. And Stacey King, this is his 7th game in a row in double figures.
Take a look at the Miller Lite scoreboard. At halftime, New York leading Philadelphia by 2 at Madison Square. Jersey fell to Boston. And Washington wins tonight. Orlando falls to Sacramento. Sacramento breaks the streak on the road, right? And a final, Cleveland over Detroit. Boy, the Pistons are struggling, and Indiana defeated Miami.
Yeah, it ends at 43 is right.
Houston leading by 4, and you get a look at Utah, Dallas, Milwaukee, Golden State coming up later on. The Bulls start the second half of play on offense. There's the feed to Horace Grant. Nice turnaround move. Horace now with 8 points. Winston Garland. Anderson up high. Garland now on the wing. Mutombo going to work on Will Perdue.
Well, they just went straight up again.
He's hitting that little jumper, isn't he?
Yeah. You got to remember, he's 7'2". Will is 7 foot. Superior jumper.
Horace Grant to Scottie Pippen. On the roll, high off the glass.
That's a goal.
taps it in low.
That's a goal.
Call it a field goal for Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen gets it, and Scottie was struggling. Scottie missed his last 6 shots. He was 3 out of 4 and missed 6. This time he gets a little help from a friend on the other team.
We're early in this third period of play. Winston Garland sets it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Mutombo again. You mentioned with the Bulls make an adjustment here. They played him straight up in the first half, and it looks like right now that's what they're doing. Mutombo allowed to roll across the lane. Mutombo tapping it away, and Grant cleans it. Scottie Pippen to Michael. Jordan. Swatted away by Cadillac Anderson. Michael gets it back. 10 to go now on the shot clock. Jordan into the lane. Oh, nifty little swing move.
They swatted that away. I got to try that again.
Yeah. This time I'll put a little twist on it.
They wait for Mutombo to get down in low. Everybody standing on this side.
Winston Garland one-on-one with Paxson, takes it over the top. Garland with 6 points.
You have to have a good shooter from outside if they're going to sag in on that guy.
Horace Grant posting up. Paxson back to Grant. Horace against Anderson.
And
Will Perdue connects on the rebound. Scottie was also down there and among the trees tapping away at it. Will Perdue secured for 2. Garland trying to penetrate. Here's Mark Macon, picked up on a switch by Paxson. Anderson on the drive with the penetration. Right through his legs. Scottie Pippen. Had a 2-on-2 for a moment. Beats Paxson. Grant is the trail.
Post up Garland. Scottie in the hole on Garland.
There it is. Mismatch right here physically. They go back outside of Johnny Pax, who penetrates. Back to Scottie. 5 to go on the shot clock. Perdue drops down low, and they steal it away. That was Anderson who denied the interior feed. Macon to Reggie Williams, and a foul on Will Perdue. Second on Will, first on the team in this third period.
Well, that time a good pass to John Paxson, and they could have had another deuce. They turn it over, and here comes Williams on in. Will tries to prevent the shot. Reggie Williams goes to the free throw line. He has not been there.
Reggie 11 points and 5 of 14 from the field. 3 assists last night. Not a good shooting night for him. Normally he's a good field goal shooter. Gets a lot of his buckets in transition. He runs the floor well. Phil Jackson
and again, you got that green light. He's a little bit like Chris Mullin. He knows that somebody else is going to get the rebound. He busts down the floor, and if you don't pick him up.
8 points for Reggie Williams. Saw a shot of Phil Jackson. Boy, he looks somewhat disgusted. The Bulls do have a 3-point lead, but this has not been an artistic start to the third period of play. To Pippen. Michael. Over Williams. Cadillac Anderson the rebound. Oh, Horace Grant denies an outlet pass. Feeds Johnny Pax. Will Perdue. Good ball movement to Pippen. Got up in the air and couldn't go anywhere.
I'll tell you what, they've got to go in for that shot. They're turning that ball over. They're intimidated.
On the drive, Macon. No, but a foul.
Michael on the foul.
Second on Jordan. That is the second on the team.
The Bulls look like they're intimidated, and you don't see that all year. I think they're trying to figure out what's going on. The second time they see a team, they really adjust to it. Now, they saw this team in preseason, but Bill Cartwright was their center, and he pretty much played the way he does against most other big centers. He protected that middle, and he's not here tonight, so they need some help.
Well, you're right. You're seeing, I guess what you're saying, Johnny, we're seeing an extra pass in each possession for the Bulls, especially when they get into the lane area. Bulls set it up on the half court. Jordan, quick turnaround. Will Perdue right back. Here come the Nuggets. Winston Garland, Mark Macon. Steal by Scottie Pippen. Pippen saw Cadillac Anderson back there, said, well, let's set this up on the half court. Scottie still with it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Pippen trying to post up Winston Garland again, and this time Garland reaches and fouls him. First on Garland. That is the first on the Nuggets in the third period.
Bulls have to get to the free throw line. They've got to take it to the hoop. They can't fade away. They've only been there 6 times. Stacey King in the game for Will Perdue.
Scottie on the inbound to Johnny Pax. Horace Grant with the turnaround out front. Horace has 4 third period points, 10 in the game. Garland dealing on Paxson. Macon pulls up. Left it short, and King is there. Bulls on the run. Got a 4-on-2. Grant to Pippen.
That's the way to take it in and finish it off.
Scottie has 12. Timeout, Denver Nuggets. The Bulls have built a 6-point lead in this third period of play with 7:36 to go.
Not registering with Selective Service is a crime. Men who don't register are denied federal student loans, most federal jobs, even job training. It takes just 5 minutes at the post office to keep you on the right side of the law.
Hey, birthday boy, where you going?
Post office.
Good man.
Register with Selective Service when you turn 18. It's quick, it's easy, and it's the law.
Filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
You can do it with True Value.
Make it a Master Mechanic Christmas. Start with the 7 1/4-inch circular saw or the 1/3 horsepower variable speed jigsaw, just $42.99 each. Their 3/8-inch variable speed reversing drill is just $32.99. And the Master Mechanic 3/8-inch cordless power wrench is only $38.99 at your local True Value, the neighborhood hardware store with national chain store buying power.
Horace Grant with the glasses breaks camp around Phil Jackson. Take a look at the Bulls on the run.
Well, if you got to beat the big people down the floor. Now, Reggie Williams is underneath the basket, so what do? You get in. Now, here come their 2 big horses, Anderson and Mutombe. Get it in the hole before they get a chance to get there.
Inbounds to Macon. Plays it ahead for Anderson. Williams cross court, and he can hit that. King the rebound. Scottie Pippen. Jordan guarded by the rookie Macon. Grant to Jordan off the screen. Michael given room from the outside, and it rings out. Winston Garland. Jordan the rebound. Behind his back, and Garland got him with the body on the block. Winston's second personal. That is the second on the team in this third period.
Bulls have held their own rebounding-wise. Matter of fact, they're 32-25 in that category. They got to get to the free throw line a little bit here. Go to the hoop.
Stacey King.
Thought that was going to be a 3 seconds.
Crowd wanted a 3-second violation. King at the baseline. Anderson the rebound. Quickly to Macon. Feed for Reggie Williams. Fouled by Michael Jordan. Third on Jordan, third on the team, and Michael got his money's worth.
Again, the big guy gets a rebound. They can force that man out on the wing. Reggie Williams comes down the lane, tries for the layup. Not there, gets fouled. Jordan with his third foul. He fouled out last night. Scottie Pippen fouled out in that overtime.
Yeah, but not before Michael played, what, 48 minutes in that game, and Scottie played 47.
Right.
That's a long night. 6:37 to go in the third. And a pair of free throws made good by Reggie Williams, who now has 10 points.
Here's 17 out of 20 from the free throw line.
Denver back to within 4. Jordan gets the stepper on a screen, takes it in on Mutombo. Michael with 18.
Michael has not been to the line yet either.
Yeah, you're right. Highly unusual for this late in the game. Coming up on 6 minutes left to go in the third. Driving baseline. Nicely done by Reggie Williams. Well, for Reggie, Scottie Pippen right back for the Bulls. Nuggets have done a good job of getting back defensively in transition. Grant squares up over Wolf. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulls. It'll belong to Denver. Bulls leading it by 4.
What a full house here. It's very quiet.
Yeah, for a full house, it's been quiet. Winston Garland. Reggie Williams out high. Mutombo on the pivot. There's that turnaround jump. Horace Grant the rebound to Johnny Paxson. Michael Jordan takes past the rookie, lost the handle on it, and Macon picks it up. Macon spinning to the lane. Wolf taps it home.
Yeah, he just slapped it.
He used a sledgehammer on that one. Well, the Nuggets are back to within 2. 5 minutes to go in the period. Third quarter. Scottie Pippen. Pippen spinning into the lane is finally held. That's going to be on Reggie Williams. His third personal, third on the team here in this third period.
Armstrong in for John Paxson. Paxson started out with early, hitting 2 out of 4 shots and hasn't seen that ball in shooting range.
Good news, Cliff Livingston in the ball game, replacing Horace Grant. Of course, good news is Cliff's nickname. Walter Davis in the lineup for the Denver Nuggets. Scottie Pippen out front. Michael Jordan. The rim has not been kind on that side of the floor for Michael.
He's had 2 of those in and out.
There's Mark Macon. Joe Wolf outside. Gets the step on Livingston. Nicely done. 6 now for Joe Wolf, and the Nuggets have caught the Bulls. King to Jordan. Tip by Livingston. 4 for Cliff Livingston. Coming up on 4 minutes left to be played, third period. Wolf out high. Chris Jackson. The big guy down low, Mutombo. Goes with that right-handed hook shot. Wolf can't handle the rebound. A loose ball foul.
Livingston.
Apparently on Cliff Livingston.
Yeah, he reached out and held Joe Wolf with that left hand.
Third on Cliff. That is the 4th on the team. 2 points, the lead for the Bulls. Nuggets can tie right here or take the lead with a trade. Chris Jackson, B.J. Armstrong out beyond the three-point line, picking him up defensively. Mutombo inside as it knocked away. Stacey King got poked in the face. Armstrong back the other way. B.J. in transition. 4 points now for B.J. Armstrong. Here's a look at Stacey King. Apparently he's all right. He'll continue. Macon out front for the Nuggets. Davis loses. Jordan knocks it away. But Jackson there to pick up. 5 to go on the 24. Jackson for 3. Rebound. A long carom to B.J. Armstrong. B.J. didn't see Stacey King. Up ahead on the break. Now he goes to King. Back outside to Jordan. Under 3 minutes to go in the period. Jordan across the lane with that fadeaway. Joe Wolf the rebound. Chris Jackson. Walter Davis.
Davis capitalizes on the other end. Michael's still looking for the first trip to the free throw line. Timeout called by the Bulls.
And the Nuggets have closed within 2 of Phil Jackson. Chicago Bulls break in the action. We'll be back.
We are getting ready for the biggest trip of our lives, evacuating our house in case it's one of the 9,000 that will be struck by fire this week. We planned this trip a while ago, finding 2 escape routes from every room. We made sure everybody knew what to do. In a fire, you should never go back into the house for anything. We put things we can't replace, like Grandma's pearls and important papers, into a fire-safe chest. We made sure it was UL rated. We also made a list of all our possessions, even took pictures and put them in the chest too for insurance purposes. Our first priority is to get out fast, so we decided where we would meet outside to call the fire department and wait for help.
Great, honey, we're under a minute. Sometimes the shortest trips take the most preparation. How prepared are you?
Evidently, some people have money to burn. Why else would they pay an outrageous fee to carry a simple credit card when they could carry the Discover card, the card that charges no annual fee, yet pays cash back on every charge, which means it puts money into your pocket instead of burning a hole in it. It pays to Discover.
Hey kids, you can become part of the Bulls team by joining the Blockbuster Video Chicago Bulls Kids Club. Members receive an official membership card, a Bulls t-shirt, a Bulls mini poster, and more. Call the Chicago Bulls Community Services Department at 312-943-5800 for more information. Be a part of the team. Join the Blockbuster Video Chicago Bulls Kids Club today. Bulls back on the attack, leading by 2. Late stages, third period. Jordan goes to work, gets by Williams.
Oh, yes.
And it counts. Oh,
yes.
Man.
Took him on the left side. Michael's going to get to the free throw line here. Took him on the left side, faced up to the hoop. Dropped the ball down, gave him a fake, and Williams didn't know which way to go. Comes down left, in around Mutumbo. Oh, Michael.
Jordan's got 21 points now. That foul on Williams was his 4th and the 4th on the team. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go in the period. Reggie Williams. Rebound, Stacey King. B.J. Armstrong to Jordan. Michael taking over the last couple of minutes of this period. He has 23 now.
Puts him in quick, doesn't he?
22nd timeout called by Paul Westhead and the Denver Nuggets as the Bulls have spurted once again into a 7-point lead. And Michael Jordan, take a look at the action.
Take a look at that last play on a fast break. B.J. Armstrong found Michael. He went to the middle. What's there for him? Sort of a jump, half hook, everything.
Whatever. It's one of those whatevers.
Yeah. But he's in good position right in front for about a 2 or 3 footer. You know, the last free throws shot were at 6:49 of the second quarter by Bobby Hansen. He split a pair, and then Michael got to the free throw line. And it's not that officials are not putting him there. The Bulls are not finishing off the shots with Mutombo there. They're sort of fading away on him.
I mentioned Stacey King had a season high of 18 points last night. Tonight he has a season high of 8 rebounds. Davis from the corner for 2. Walter Davis with 8.
He gets cranked up with playing against Michael, too.
North Carolinians, right?
Yep.
Scottie Pippen. Jordan Takes it straight on over Reggie Williams, and Michael up to 25. Bulls again lead by 7. Mutombo denied the interior feed by King, but Stacy commits his second personal foul. That's 5 on the Bulls in the period. Their first in the last 2 minutes as Mark Macon, number 1, reports back on for the Nuggets. And Reggie Williams gets a break on Paul Westhead's bench.
Hands are going to come from Michael, I think. Get him just get him this minute and 26 rest till that fourth quarter, because I think they're going to need the hoss.
Looks like, yeah. It looks like the Nuggets are going to hang around for all 4 periods in this one.
Last night we saw, I'm just going to say we saw tremendous free throw shooting last night. 17 out of 21. The Bulls 4 out of 7. Tremendous free throw shooting by both teams last night. Now here he breaks it with both of them.
Missed a pair. He had made 14 in a row earlier this year, John. Dikembe Mutombo shoots exceptionally well from the free throw line for a big man. He has just 2 points in the second half, third period. So the Bulls have apparently made an adjustment of sorts on Dikembe Mutombo.
Get something going, guys. You're running out of time.
5 to go on the shot clock. It's in the left-hand corner of your screen. B.J. Armstrong with little time to spare. 6 for B.J. On the drive, Macon misses the slam. Mutombo on the follow, and he's fouled by Cliff Levingston.
He tried to dunk the ball, and King got back. Stacey King got back to help out. Macon went up to dunk it. King came in and said, I can't let you do it. Mutombo followed it up, and then Cliff Levingston fouled him. So let's see if Mutombo can get the hat trick.
He was 5 for 5 in the first half. Now it's missed 3 in a row in this third period of play.
Look at this. He's got the hat trick.
Mutombo was 7 of 7 at Phoenix and 12 of 17 last night at Utah for the Denver Nuggets from the free throw stripe.
There it is.
Breaks the string at 3, has 18 points now. And again, 15 at halftime. Time winding down. Final minute of play. Bulls leading it by 8. Pippen on the drive, and we've got a foul coming up.
Macon.
Yep, Mark Macon picks up his 3rd personal. That is 5 team fouls on Denver. Their first in the last 2 minutes. And Scottie Pippen will head to the free throw line. He's had a quiet 12 points here tonight.
Yes, he has. He had 8 in the first quarter, 8 at halftime. Horace had 6 in the first quarter, 6 at halftime. But there was a lot of substitutions going around, and Scottie, 2 free throws. He nails number 1.
Phil Jackson setting things up for the Bulls on the defensive end, assuming that Pippen will complete this. Scottie directing a little traffic out there. And Scottie makes good on a pair as 14. Pressure in the backcourt. Davis to Wolf, plays ahead for Jackson. Under a minute to go, third period. 17 on the shot clock. That clock in the right-hand corner of your screen is the game clock.
Jackson doesn't go all the way, usually just pulls up on a jumper.
5 to go. Jackson pulls up as you suggest and nails it. 8 for Chris Jackson.
Most guys clear out and go to the hoop and create something. He just takes you and hits the J. Bulls will go for 1 now.
Time winding down to this period.
72-0 on the scoreboard.
On the scoreboard here, yes. Bulls in effect have 80. Here's a nice feed. Levingston inside, scored, and a foul.
Cliff going up with the left hand. They doubled. Scottie had the ball. He was tattooing it on the floor, and as soon as it got to about 4 seconds, they sent another man out to double. And as they did, Cliff Levingston broke open, slid underneath, got the pass. Mutombo came in and got him.
Second on Mutombo. Watch it again from this angle. There it is. Yep.
Okay, News. 3.5 seconds here.
And he puts in on the free throw. 5 third period points for Cliff Levingston. 7 in the game. Davis hustling to get it off as time winds down, and he hits it for 3. Walter Davis finishes the third with a 3-point field goal. And the Nuggets, as a result, trail by just 8.
As a parent, I appreciate the importance of education, but I also appreciate the value of teaching our children good fitness habits. With all that proven benefit of regular exercise, you can see why physical education is so important to their future. Our children need healthy hearts to grow into healthy adults. So let's be sure that they grow up smart and fit. And if you're still not convinced, I'll be back.
You know, basically the Honda Accord was just too small. That's what I thought. And the new Taurus has been redesigned inside and out. It offers room for 6 front-wheel drive. Taurus also comes with a standard V6 engine instead of a 4-cylinder. Anti-lock brakes. And you even get driver and passenger side airbags.
Introducing the all-new 1992 Ford Taurus, available now at your local Ford dealer for only $260 a month.
Nothing beat Ford Taurus when it came to quality and safety.
Filtered. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
The high school action is hot in Chicagoland, and nobody delivers it better than Preps Plus in the Chicago Tribune. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Preps Plus serves up the games, the players, and the plays that mean the most to you. High school's greatest hits, scores, and a way to keep track of the local sports scene. So dive into full-color coverage and get in the game. The high school game with Preps Plus, only in the Trib. For home delivery, call 1-800-TRIBUNE.
Walter Davis, the veteran, ran long distance to complete the third.
3.5 seconds to go here, and I'll tell you, it's a major league shot. Look at that, in between the circle and the half court net. Bulls could have had a nice 11-point lead. 75, the Bulls 83.
Think we might see that on the post-game show?
Yeah, their small lineup now. Bobby Hansen, Michael Jordan, and BJ.
Pressure in the backcourt. They got it in just in time. Joe Wolf tries to clear. Jackson to Wolf. We start the fourth period of play. The Bulls on top by 8.
Did a nice job on Mutombo in that quarter. Only 3 points.
Yes. He had 15 at halftime. Davis swinging loose. Oh, nice look. Macon on the reverse. Well done. Macon with 11.
So they get 5 quick points.
Bulls spread the floor. Livingston posting up on Wolf. Looks for the cutter. Not much there. 5 to go on the shot clock. Macon takes it away. 2-on-1. Macon going the distance. Jordan the rebound. Hansen to BJ. Armstrong.
Reload.
And when he reloaded, he lost it. Here come the Nuggets. Macon sets it up. Davis against Hansen. Mutombo on the offensive end. This is his territory.
Travel.
Yep.
Oh, he got the foul. Offensive
foul on Mutombo. I saw Stacy back away. Let's see if Mutombo pushed him.
Yeah, it looked like he traveled, but he made up his mind he was going to the center, and Stacy got out in front of him. Oh, he hit him with that left arm, and that's where he got the call from Steve Javy.
Bulls lead by 6. Minute and a half gone by. Fourth period of play. Stacy King. Stacy posting up. Anderson helping out, commits the foul, reaching in. Cadillac with his first on the team. Take a look at the numbers through 3 quarters. Rebounding edge belongs to the Bulls, as does the field goal percentage. Turnovers about even.
King to the free throw line. First time.
Called that foul on Cadillac Anderson, did they not?
Mutombo,
yeah. They got on the foul?
Yep.
Stacy for his second now. Stacy King completes it. Here come the Nuggets right back. Macon is fouled by Hansen.
Well, that's again, the first half it happened off a free throw. They break down quickly and go to the hoop hard, and Macon now will be at the free throw line. Bulls didn't get back. They try to take advantage of the guy shooting the free throw.
2 shots coming up at the line now for Mark Macon, having a decent night. 8th pick in the NBA draft as Phil Jackson looks on. Came in with a 125-50 record, 71.4% winning percentage in his 2+ seasons on the bench for the Bulls as head coach. 13 now for Macon. BJ sets it up for the Bulls. Nuggets kind of just hanging in there, 6 points down. Stacey King, Michael Jordan from deep for 3. King chases down the rebound. Oh, nice pull-up move, couldn't get the bounce. Mutombo. Chris Jackson in transition. This is Macon. Macon guarded by Armstrong. Jordan helps out. Jordan got him across the head. Michael's 4th personal. 2nd on the team. Joe Wolf back into the lineup for the Denver Nuggets.
Mutombo out. He's got 4 fouls. Jordan's got 4 fouls. Cadillac Anderson is in as the big man. Reggie Williams waiting to get in the game, but from the free throw line, they snipe back and get in.
Macon now with 14 points.
Macon was just going to take B.J. Armstrong one-on-one down low, and he made the turn. Michael tried for the tomahawk block, but wasn't there.
4-point ball game in favor of the Bulls. 14 points for Mark Macon. Jordan picked up by Macon. Utilized the pick by King.
No
Michael
foul.
manufacturing a shot. Here's Livingston inside.
All right.
9 for good news.
That's all Michael was looking for that time, was when he made the contact, looking for the foul, but News was right there.
Jackson. Good move around Jordan. Livingston up high for the rebound. B.J. Armstrong. The interior pass to Michael, denied by Macon and knocked out of bounds apparently by the Bulls. It'll belong to Denver.
Oh, Macon is active. You talked about him being a top defensive player.
Coming out of college basketball last spring, that was generally the MO on him. Jackson looking for Cadillac Williams. Has to go up high to Wolf. Still looking for Williams. On the weave to Reggie Williams. Should say Cadillac Anderson. Reggie Williams on the turnaround. Livingston good position to the rebound. Bulls on the move. BJ squares up from the outside. Anderson the rebound. Oh, Jackson, good move on the drive, couldn't finish it. Hansen tied up on a bounce by Reggie Williams, but they're going to jump it up. Boy, Chris Jackson.
He made the good move. Yeah, made the good move. Went that through.
Just couldn't finish it.
Watch
this.
Watch this operation. Whoa. But guess what? Patient died. Jump ball, Williams and Hansen. We got Horace Grant and Paxson in the game.
In the Denver end. Bulls leading by 6. 4th period of play. Tapped a couple of times and Macon chases down. Winston Garland. Macon over Jordan. Well, Michael makes you think about that shot over the top of the backboard, and the Bulls will get it out of bounds at side court.
Okay, Pippen comes in now for Bobby Hansen.
Here's Scotty. Bob Hansen has a seat on the bench. Pippen.
There it is. Take it now. You got Joe Wolf.
King. Horace Grant.
Yep.
12 for Grant now. And the Bull lead extends to 8 points.
G-Man, 6 out of 9.
7:45 to go. Winston Garland. Boy, it's like a library in here, isn't it? Williams missing from the outside. Pippen, and we've got a loose ball foul, but it's coming up on Cadillac. Cadillac Anderson with a foul.
Just going to say, you want to get a little bit of a lead before Mutombo comes back. He does come back here, replaces Joe Wolf, and Davis replaces Macon.
That's Anderson's first as you get a look at the back of Dikembe Mutombo, imposing figure in the NBA. He is much more advanced offensively than even the Nuggets scouts had realized. Jordan from the outside connects. I guess Mutombo, a case where the coach held him in check as much as any player, right, offensively in college?
It's Michael's first hoop here in the final quarter.
27 for Jordan. Walter Davis gets Pippen into the air, and it'll be a two-shot foul coming up.
Scottie Pippen left his feet. He laughing a little bit. Said, "You all right, Davis?" Davis says, "Yeah, I'm fine." Scottie picks up his first.
That is the third on the team in the fourth period, and Walter Davis at the free throw line with 11 points off the bench tonight. He and Jackson have combined for 19 points off the bench. They averaged 24 in the last 4 games off the bench for Denver together. So they're nearing that 24 mark now. Walter Davis out of North Carolina, traded by the Nuggets last year, made his way back after being cut by Portland this fall.
Yeah, Bulls coveted him too, had an opportunity. 41 to 80, 41 out of 80, 29 of the 74 on field goal.
Horace Grant posting up. Stacey King. Williams got a piece of it from behind. Garland takes the loose carom. Denver trailing by 8. Mutombo looking to make it a 6-point game. And that's a tip for Anderson. 7 for Cadillac. Well, it's starting to get interesting now. Whoa! King had it knocked away by Garland. Now they post up to Pippen baseline. He has it poked away by Williams. Garland plays ahead Davis. 2-on-1. Walter from deep. Horace Grant the rebound. Phil Jackson wants the Bulls to slow it down and hold it for a bit. Set up the offense. Michael Jordan out front. Works off that screen by Grant and connects from the top of the key.
Soft jump.
Jordan with 29. Bulls back on top by 8. And a holding foul coming up down low on the Chicago Bulls. Foul is called on Stacey King, his third. That's the 4th on the team, and a timeout called by the Denver Nuggets. 5:48 to go in the 4th, and the Nuggets trying to hang tough.
Chuck Norris is Colonel James Braddock. When he left Vietnam, he left behind more than memories. Now, 12 years later, he's not just a soldier going after the enemy. He's a father searching for his child. Hold on! Chuck Norris is fighting for everyone who can't fight back. A heroic mission of mercy. Chuck Norris, Braddock, missing in Action 3. Tonight at 11 on Channel 9.
Recently, we've all learned something very important from someone very special, that anyone can get the AIDS virus. Doesn't matter who you are or what you do, AIDS is everybody's problem. So get the facts. Call this number now for more information about AIDS and AIDS prevention. Magic has given all of us a great responsibility. Let's not let him down. Get the facts.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's new? My new 92 Celica.
And my 92 Paseo. My new Paseo started under $11,000.
It's unbelievable. On my 92 Celica, I got brand new option package savings. Plus a great price from my dealer.
We got a great value on a dependable car.
We saved big on our 92 Toyotas.
Hurry to your Toyota dealer and see what you can save.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey kids, visit the official Chicago Bulls team shops at any Chicagoland Carson Perry Scott store and pick up your chance to be a Bulls ball person for a game. 5:48 left to go. Denver on offense as the Nuggets try to cut into an 8-point deficit. Walter Davis out high. Garland to Mutombo. Backing in. Oh, he's that close. Jordan got a piece of that one. Dikembe can't handle the rebound. Pax does to Pippen. Got a 2-on-1 with Jordan. Oh, block. That's got
it should be a G10. It should be a goaltend.
Now they're calling a foul. It's on Winston Garland. And are they going to score the field goal? Apparently they are. At least that was the indication I saw from Joe DeRosa. Watch this. There's the foul. And then it was tipped. I don't know if they're going to score a field goal or not.
We'll see if MJ shoots 2 free throws. Yeah,
he's getting 2, so they did not score the field goal. That was a strange signal given by DeRosa. First, it looked like he was going to score the field goal. They give Michael 1. Garland picks up the 3rd personal. 3 on the team, and there's Jordan now at 30 points. It's Coach Johnny Bach, and he is the defensive architect, and the Bulls are undefeated when holding their opponents under the century mark. Michael makes good on a pair, has 31. What's that, a season average, right?
Needs another half point.
Oh, okay. Bulls lead it by 10. That equals the largest lead of the evening for Chicago, and that 10-point advantage came way back in the first period of play. Garland, Mutombo, backing in on Will Perdue. Jordan comes over the top.
He just waited for everybody to fall out of the sky.
Dikembe with 20.
5 minutes.
Pippen on Williams. Grant is there to make good, and Horace has 14. Not been a big night offensively for Scottie Pippen. Denver needs a timeout. Nuggets going to talk it over. They again trail by 10 with 4:45 left to go in the 4th.
In an emergency, you don't have time to learn what to do and where to go. So be prepared before an emergency happens. Learn first aid and CPR. Put stickers on all your phones with the numbers of your local police, firefighters, paramedics, and poison information center. Find out where your nearest hospital emergency room is and know how to get there. For more information about preparing for emergencies, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Clint Black and his music, and only Miller Lite could bring him to you.
It's the people who want love, the people who need love, find love on the way. I'll be looking for someone, will I find the right one, and I won't be walking away. Then I won't be walking away.
Clint Black and Miller Lite. It's it, and that's that.
Fans, call the Ameritech Mobile Communications Bulls hotline. For 95 cents a minute, you can get the latest Bulls information, test your basketball knowledge, and play the opinion poll. Net proceeds go to the Bulls charity, Charitables. Dial 1-900-454-BULL today. You must be 18 years of age or older. That guy on the left.
Yeah, they talk about Aguirre, Cummings, Cazzie Russell. That guy from Batavia was pretty good, too. Dan Issel.
Out here, they call him just the Horse.
The Horse.
Very popular player here. Garland off the screen by Mutombo. Bulls with an 8-point advantage. Final 4.5 for the ball game. Michael utilizing the screen by Horace Grant. Macon stays right with him. Jordan gets that step. Doesn't even bother with the rim. 33 for Michael. Winston Garland penetrating in among the trees, and we've got a foul coming up. Fouls on Johnny Paxson. 4th personal on Paxson, 5 on the team now. So Winston Garland heads to the free throw line.
Garland just hit that jumper. Comes back now with 2 free throws.
Seeking double digits on the night. He'll have to hit both of these. Bulls lead is 9 points. Phil Jackson still working on the sidelines. 10 points for Winston Garland. And the Nuggets within 8. 4 minutes coming up on 4 minutes left to go. Bulls trying to go 3-0 on this 6-game road trip. Purdue at a high post. Takes it down the lane. Rebound Cadillac Anderson. Garland to Macon.
Davis alone.
Davis jumped at by Pippen. Walter takes it to the lane over Purdue.
Yes, off the glass. You got to call those in the schoolyard.
15 for Walter Davis.
We ain't in the schoolyard, right, Wayne?
No, far from it.
Comes the crowd.
6-point lead, Chicago. Scottie Pippen out high. Goes to work on Davis. Walter knocks it away. There's got to be a foul somewhere there, but they call a jump ball. Man, it was a mugging, folks. It's kind of like in New York. You just walk by and you say, well, it's not my problem. That's maybe what the officials did on that one.
Timeout.
Timeout called
Chicago, yes.
by the Bulls. Phil Jackson can't believe they didn't call a foul on that play. Man, break in the action. Bulls hanging on by 6.
Miller Genuine Drafts.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
We know you've heard it all before, but we're offering this incredible extra value package on the sporty Toyota Celica GT.
Did you say Celica?
Save up to $800 on air conditioning, cruise control, power package, AM/FM stereo cassette, and floor mats.
Floor mats? I love floor mats.
So save up to $800 on the Celica GT extra value package that even includes...
Floor mats! Oh, wow! I can't believe they got floor mats! Oh, yeah!
Let us turn our attention to the dynasty in progress, that is, the Bulls.
The Bulls.
We have the Ming dynasty on the run, my friend.
That's right. We're not just talking repeat or three-peat. We're talking a minimum 8-peat.
The Bulls are going to have so many championship banners, they're going to have to build a third balcony on the stadium.
That's right. As a taxpayer, that concerns me.
Such is the burden when your team is the Bulls.
The Bulls.
Friday, December 13th, it's Miller Genuine Draft Mug Night. Be there.
Big jump.
Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr, we're back in Denver. There's the jump ball, and apparently they're going to re-jump it.
I almost jumped the gun there.
You were ready to go, Coach. Scottie Pippen and Walter Davis, and Pippen controls to Jordan. Michael looking for room. Picked up by Anderson on the switch. Anderson knocks it away.
A lot of time. He's got Anderson one-on-one. He can take it whenever he wants it. There it is. He wanted it.
Seconds to go on the shot clock. Stacey King controls to Horace Grant. They reload the shot clock. Johnny Pax for 3. Rebound Mutombo. Knocked away by Pippen. Regained by Dikembe. Nuggets set it up. This is Macon. Walter Davis. Winston Garland guarded by John Paxson. Davis squares up over Pippen, leaves it short, and Jordan's got the rebound. Bulls leading by 6, coming up on 2 minutes left to go.
Boy, they switched pretty good.
Pippen guarded by Mutombo, and Dikembe doesn't want anything to do with Scotty out there. 16 for Pippen, his first 2 in the 4th period. 8-point ball game. 2 minutes left to go in the game. 10 to go on the shot clock. Garland driving baseline on Paxson, blocking foul on Johnny Pax. That's his 5th.
Pax with the 5th. They'll shoot free throws here with 1:50 to go.
Paul Westhead has restructured his offensive attack. The way this team plays the game. When he got here last year, he played much like his Loyola Marymount teams did, up and down the floor, and now with the big guy like Mutombo, they set it up. Play on the half court more often than not. Winston Garland's had a solid game here tonight. There's a look at Westhead.
Former Chicago Bull coach.
Yep. Former Laker coach. Took over when Jack McKinney, wasn't it, went down with that?
Yes, bicycle injury.
Bicycle injury, yeah. And I believe coached them to their first championship with Magic Johnson back in the early 80s. Nuggets hanging tough. Williams fouls Pippen out front before the shot.
First in the last 2 minutes for them.
Williams picks up his 5th. That is the 4th on the team overall, and as you mentioned, first in the last 2 minutes. Non-shooting affair. Horace Grant, Michael Pippen posting up on Macon, fouled by Anderson, helping out. Anderson
on the right arm. Quick hitter out to Horace Grant that time. Michael just flashed through the post.
Team is over the limit now. The Nuggets over the limit, and Michael Jordan heading to the free throw line. 33 points here tonight. He'll shoot a pair. Remember, the Bulls are 7-0 when holding their opponents under 100 points. The Nuggets have 95. 34 points now for Michael. Phil Jackson looks on to Phil's right. That's Tex Winter. B.J. Armstrong back into the ball game for Chicago. Jordan can make it an 8-point game, and he does. 35 for Michael here tonight. Winston Garland. Mutombo back to the basket on Stacey King. Help from Horace Grant. They go to Cadillac.
Oh, no. The foul before the shot, right.
That's exactly right.
You're right. I was watching Steve Javy. So he's got to make the 2 free throws. Javy said he got fouled when the ball was on the ground. They leave the double team Mutombo. And that's what they said. Scotty got him on the foul before he went up in the air.
Take a look at it from this angle.
He did.
Exactly. Good call by Steve Javy at the baseline.
So this is a big play. That could have closed it down. Anderson split 2 free throws earlier.
Cadillac missing his first here.
Be a lot of action under the basket on this one. A lot of action. Stacey, you've got to keep this guy out.
Bulls leading by 8. Missed the, no, he got the second.
You're almost glad it went in. Mutombo was right there to tap it for 2.
Exactly. If it didn't go in, Mutombo was going to get 2. Bulls leading by 7. Time left in the game in the right-hand corner of your screen. 10 to go on the shot clock. Garland denies the interior feed to King.
Well, they did a nice job with a little man stealing it from the big guy that time.
Reggie Williams from deep.
What a bad shot.
Saves to Pippen. Yeah, that was a terrible
You need a
shot.
3, but that was just looked like he was backing off on the shot.
Under a minute to go now. Armstrong plays to King on the drive.
Could be the nail.
Stacey with 16, and the Bulls' lead is 9. Time left in the right-hand corner. Macon, Mutombo. Help from Jordan. Mutombo makes the good move. 22 for Dikembe. Time winding out in this one. Bulls will take their time. 18 to go on the shot clock. Game clock is in the right-hand corner of your screen. Bulls play keep away now. 8 to go on the shot clock. 5 to go. Scotty for 3. And the rebound, Garland. Final 10 seconds. Macon Blocked by Jordan, and they call the foul.
It's Michael's 5th foul, but they took some time off the clock. There's only 5 seconds to go, and now the only thing left for nail biters is, will they get 100?
Nuggets have 98. I must admit, I did not, was not thinking about that at that moment, Coach, but you're right. Macon, it's hard to play defense on a free throw, isn't it? It is. This is a copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Bulls and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Chicago Bulls. They get to 100. 16 for Mark Macon. The lead for Jordan, and Macon holds him up with 3.5 seconds to go.
Everybody in the building wanted to see a slam dunk, except Macon and his teammates. Not in my building.
Macon's 4th personal, and he'll make Michael shoot from 15 feet. Jordan with 35 here tonight to lead the Bulls. Grant has 14. Scottie Pippen 16 points. 16 for Stacey King. Get a look at the Bulls bench.
Bulls win their 9th in a row, 5 in a row on the road.
And on this particular 6-game road trip, 3 in a row out of the gate, heading to a game with the Clippers.
And in second place Atlanta lost, so that widens the margin for the Bulls.
Makes it, what, 3 games now, right? Jordan on a pair. 37 for Michael. Final shot of the game for 3. Mark Macon leaves it short, and the Bulls score a 107-100 victory over the Denver Nuggets. And the road trip continues as they head back to the West Coast for a meeting next with the LA Clippers. That's our final. We'll be back to wrap it up from McNichols Arena when we continue from Denver.